Yo guys, what's going on? Welcome back to another weekly forecast, and I hope you guys are ready for a new year because it will be a very exciting one here with Elite Empire FX. Again, if you guys have not subscribed, please do so, and let's get ready for the new year. So pretty much let's start analyzing gold to see what we're looking for next week. We can see that price has approached my key level here. I have marked this as a previous key level because again this is where the main liquidity within the wick begins, and then it turns into bodies where price started to reverse. Prices have now approached that, and you see that we are getting that sort of we are getting that sellers into the market. Price is starting to retrace, but I do feel like this is short term. The reason why is because I would like to see price push above 2090, possibly even touch 2100 before we see some sort of major sort of retracement. I do feel that this is sort of just pulling back for another push up at the start of the new year, and what we can see is price is now pushed back into this 1 hour fair value gap and the 5-minute fair value gap, which are marked in the orange here, and we are having some sort of reaction based off this. So what we'd like to see is for price to keep these previous lows intact and hold this bullish structure to then see price gravitate towards this 1 hour fair value gap which has been left, and then once this can be filled, I'd be expecting for price to sort of continue and push above the previous high and continue a sort of uptrend. This is the shorter term at the start of the new year. Obviously we will see what would happen as buyers and sellers enter the market for the new year again after their holidays, and to see where the momentum really takes us. But we pretty much have a short-term pullback for price to continue. Would like to see price create more buy-side liquidity. Again, we do have liquidity sitting above these highs here, so I can start marking these with the green line here, because you see that price once there's SLs and buy stops sitting above these areas. So this is liquidity that price can sort of target. So you want to sort of see price push up at the start of the year and start pushing towards this area, and this will then show you that price has completed its retracement and it's now going for another quick push to start off the year. Now that is my sort of bullish scenario. However, we do have some liquidity still left over where price might want to keep retracing too, so I wouldn't go crazy at the start of the year. I would like to see what price does. Will it create a new fair value gap? Will it create an impulsive move up? And if it does, I'd like to see a retracement to then continue this move. But if we do get a gradual move, again, we have to sort of stay out because it's not giving us that much confirmation. But there's one interesting thing here, is because based on this 2045 move where price actually originally broke out and continued its move up, we do have 1 hour fair value gap sitting in here. And I'll zoom in to show you guys. You can see right there, this previous high, the high of this candle only goes up with the purple boxes, and the low of this candle goes to the top of this purple box. So if I just drag this out, set this as an imbalance, this could be an area where I'd like to watch. And we also do have a opening fair value gap which is created on open here, which is just for reference, because I'm sure if price gets this low, it'd sort of fill in both fair value gaps. But this is something to mark up on your charts. This could be something of significance. The reason why I say this is if we draw a fib from the high, from the low to the high here, you can see currently price is bouncing off the 50%. So again, anything below here will be a discount for buyers to then buy. So again, if you see price pushing back within this area, this could be a discounted price for the new year for people to buy gold. And you can see here, this is a previous resistance zone, which can then be used as a support to bounce off. So there is quite a few confirmations for this sort of setup here for them price to continue. As again, it is in discounted price, you would want to buy based on this discounted price area. You have confirmations of fair value gap, so price could use that liquidity to then follow a reverse order flow. And then you also have resistance level, which could be used as a possible support. So that is my well, those are my two scenarios which I'll be watching. I'll keep these the charts to see how price moves. You have liquidity being created, and I'll mark this with a trend line. You can see clean, and usually gold sort of rips through trend lines. So what you want to see is if price sort of starts pushing up here, see if you get that retracement and continue that move. You want to see this 2090 area broken, and we want to see how high price really gets here, because you know we have a very big zone, guys. You know, this is one of the biggest wicks I've sort of seen created on gold, and you can see that it's pretty much like a 600 pip, 500 pip wick. So inside this, if you drop down in the 15-minute, and I'll zoom towards where this wick is, you can see, you know, there is, I'm sure you'll be able to find a bunch. I'm sure you'll be able to find a bunch of fair value gaps within this wick on a smaller time frame to see possible reversals. But this is our sort of first time hitting it. I'm sure we'll get a seller reaction based on this area here to then pull back to potentially fill some of this in, because we still have quite a lot of imbalance left around from the FOMC. But it's going to be a very interesting year. As you can see, there's loads of possible setups, loads of you know, different directions gold can head in, and I hope you guys are excited as me. So if you guys are not a part of the free channel, be sure to join. The link is in the description, and look forward to seeing you there. It's been a waste. Peace out.